Third place for Quattro Plant Wicked Coatings Kawasaki, James Hillier. Our runner-up for Silicone Engineering Kawasaki, Dean Harrison. And our winner for K2 Trooper Beer Triumph by Smiths Racing, Peter Hickman. So let's go to James Hillier first. And how was that race for you?
It wasn't easy, to be honest, but, you know, they never are around here now. But a little, I don't know, I'm a bit annoyed I didn't try a little bit harder, but, you know, it's easy to sit here and say that now. You know, you know, I wanted to go one step up from the earlier Supersport race. Conditions are actually pretty good out there, considering what we've been through this last week and a bit. So I don't know. Just sort of still assessing it in my head a little bit. It was a close race. I knew it was going to be close. A 2-lap sprint is, you know, it was. I enjoyed it. You know, I did enjoy that, and it's just nice to see the sunshine and the blue sky and the crowds. You know, the atmosphere seems pretty good out on track.
You made a lightning start in Supersport Race 1. You made another really good start here. Just Peter was, I think, 0.06 of a second quicker to Glen Helen.
Yeah, and the first pit board was P2 plus 0, minus 0, and I thought, oh, geez, you know, we got a race on, and just trying to hit every marker, you know, and release the brake that little bit earlier. But, you know, with the lack of practice, a little bit unknown in a few places, you know, you're just kind of taking a few risks here and there. And to be honest, the smaller bikes, you really have to ride that bit harder. It was it was tough for sure, but you know, I did enjoy it.
And you're looking forward now to focusing on the bigger bikes?
Yes, yeah, no, I have a go again this afternoon. It's you know, the big bikes are. I don't know. I've preferred the little, but I think with the lack of track time, the little smaller bikes have been a bit easier to ride this week. But certainly, it's going to be another tough race again later today.
Congratulations, Dean. I'm not sure if you're aware, if you were getting the pit boards, there were 4 lead changes between you and Peter by Glen Helen on lap 2.
To be honest, I got my first board. I think I was P4 or P3, and I thought it would have a strike. When we did his last race, I've lost track of days. Do you know what I mean? We've had that many days off and on. I don't know what day did we do the other Supersport race. Monday. I thought it was another strike on Monday, and I thought I'd almost forgotten how to ride a bike, to be honest. And my head had fallen off. And then I sort of thought, right, just got into it a bit more, and then I got P3 up to P2, and then I got a P1 board. I thought, oh, well, at least I've sort of discovered how to ride again. And I just sort of sat in a reasonable rhythm, to be fair. I got off to a bit of a bad start. And to be honest, right, I'm just glad to start a race and finish a race with no majors on track. I know it's only a 2-lap race, don't go, it's not of a full distance, but it's just nice to just get a race in my belt and know that I can challenge and lead and, you know, get an opponent. Because my stocker felt really good this morning, so I'm looking forward to this afternoon and having another go. But no, the bike were quite good. I didn't have a few little niggly problems, but, you know, it's a TT in it, nothing goes perfect.
And a story that you ran over a curb somewhere?
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. I forgot to mention that. No, twice. It wasn't out major. It was what's it called? Governor's Bridge. I came down through. Is it the Nook? We call it, and it's still a bit greasy. To be fair, as I went down the gears, I let the clutch out a bit too aggressive, and the sort of thing just pitched sideways. I just had to let the brake off, run straight on, run up the roundabout, jump over the curb, and get through Governor's. I thought, I don't know if I can't cut it out, I'll get sacked off. So I had to do a bit of a swerve manoeuvre there, but not major. It was a good race, to be honest. And it's good to say that the pace was so good to say that there's not been a massive amount of laps and the track's green.
Yeah, you were over 128 on that second lap.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's for a 600. That's it's not hanging about.
Absolutely, congratulations, Peter. Then a 4th TT win, and again, well, not so much the run over the mountain, but the run from Ballaugh through to Ramsey and then over the mountain today.
Yeah, you know, I didn't have that many pit boards out, but I'm just really happy to win a Supersport race. I've been so close for so long. Monday was the closest I've ever been. And then, yeah, to actually see P1 on the board for a few times was nice. And, yeah, I didn't have that many pit boards on the way around, but I knew it was close. There was never anything between any of us. And it was good for me on the first lap, at least, to be somewhere near, because normally by Glen Helen, on Monday, I think I was P7 to Glen Helen on the first lap, whereas today I was P1. So I think it helped having a practice lap this morning for me. Gets me, wakes me up a little bit. I'm a bit tired in the morning, obviously.
Well, of all the practice sessions that were lost, you missed that first Sunday afternoon, which is when Dean managed to get 6 laps in on the Supersport. So to win, having been with that deficit in terms of practice, is quite an achievement.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know. It's I've actually only just clocked 6 laps, including that race. So, yeah, I did 2 practice laps, 2 laps on Monday and 2 laps now. So, to do over 128, I'm obviously over the moon with, and to get the win is even better. And for K2 Trooper Triumph with the Smiths team, they've just done fantastic. And to have the Triumph input this year, you know, Triumph UK actually sourced us a bike. They've not been making the bikes for 3 or 4 years, and they actually managed to find one in America, and they shipped it back for us so that we could actually have a brand new bike for this year, which we've not had before. You know, the bike we've been using has been a 2015 bike, so there was nothing wrong with it. It was just a bit tired, whereas this bike's all brand new. So finally, that just made that little bit of a difference to be able to actually sit here and on the top of the box.
And sets you up perfectly for the rest of the day and tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed the weather stays out and stays nice, and we can get some more big laps in this afternoon on the big bikes.
Our Monster Energy Supersport TT Race 2 podium. In 3rd place, James Hillier. In 2nd place, Dean Harrison. And now 4 times a TT winner, Peter Hickman.